friends, how are you all? I hope you have studied the second chapter, Human Skeletal System. Now we will do the exercises of this chapter. So let's begin today's work. Let's work and have fun. Memorize an answer. Pick the correct answer. Number 1, hip and shoulder joints are examples of A. Hinge joint, B. Ball and socket joint, C. Gliding joint, and D. Pivot joint. So the answer is B. Ball and socket joint. Number 2, muscles are attached to the bones by strong fibers called A. Tendons, B. Ligaments, C. Ribs, and D. Joints. So the answer is A. Tendons. Number 3, movements of human body are produced by the contraction and relaxation of A. Joints, B. Nerves, C. Bones, and D. Muscles. So the answer is D. Muscles. Number 4, another name of backbone is A. Skeleton, B. Vertebral column, C. Joint, and D. Ligament. Answer is B. Vertebral column. Number 5, a place where two or more bones meet is called A. Joint, B. Ribs, C. Skeleton, D. Tendons. Answer is A. Joints. Then B. Fill in the blanks. In the fill in the blanks, number 1, the skull covers the and protect the brain. Number 2, the vertebrae protect the spinal cord. Number 3, bones are held together by strong tissues called ligaments. Number 4, a pivot joint allows the movement of the head from side to side. Number 5, we have 3 kinds of muscles in our body. Okay? Then we have name the following. Number 1, joint in the knee and elbow. That is hinge joint, or we say hinge joint or hinge joint. Number 2, the largest thigh bone is femur. Number 3, the muscle in our heart, that is cardiac muscles. Number 4, the tissue by which bones are held together, that is ligament. Questions and answers. What are the functions of the skeleton? The function of skeleton are as follows: to give form, shape, and support to our body, to protect the internal organs such as brain, lungs, and heart, to move different body parts with the help of muscles. So this is the answer number 1, and you have to write in your copy. Question number 2, what is a joint? Write 3 examples of movable joints in our body. Joints are the places or the points where 2 or more bones meet. The movable joints are ball and socket joint, hinge joint, pivot joint, and gliding joint. So we have taken all 4 joints which we have studied in this chapter. Question number 3, how do muscles work? Write 3 differences between voluntary and involuntary muscles. Muscles work by expanding and contracting. Muscles are attached to bones by tendons and help them to move. 2 muscles are required to move a bone. For example, when you lift your lower arm, the biceps muscles contracts And when you put your arm back, the triceps muscles contracts and biceps muscles relax. The difference between the voluntary and involuntary muscles. Voluntary muscles are attached to bones. Involuntary muscles are not attached to any bone. These are in our control. Voluntary muscles are in our control. Involuntary muscles, these are not in our control. Muscles in arms, hands and legs are example of voluntary muscle. And muscles of stomach and cardiac muscle of heart are example of involuntary muscles. Question number 4. What is a posture? List importance of good posture and exercises. Posture is the position of our body when we sit, stand or walk. The importance of good posture is that it keeps our body in proper shape. Exercises helps us to keep our muscles and bones stronger. It helps us to stay healthy. So this is what is asked. Understand and answer. Give reason for the following. Number 1, we cannot move our bones without muscles. Why? Why we cannot move our bones without muscles? Because bones cannot move on their own. Number 2, the rib bones are curved and form a cage-like structure. Why? It protects our heart and lungs. That's why it is in a shape of a cage. Number 3, we should always sit and stand straight and walk upright. Why? Because it helps to give proper shape to the body. Now we have some of the pictures of joints. So let's name them. See, number 1 is hinge joint. Okay, hinge joint. Number 1 is hinge joint. Number 2 is gliding joint. Number 3 is ball and socket joint. And number 4 is pivot joint. Okay, so these are the joints and the diagram is given. Okay, so you have to learn it. Next you have identify and label different bones in the skeleton of human being. So this is what is given and you have to label it. So number 1, you see skull, then ribs, then you have backbone. On the left side you have arm bone. In the middle you have girdle. Then you have thigh bone, which is also called femur. And last you have toe bones. Okay, so these are the bones which you have studied in this chapter. Next you have something which is to be analyzed. Okay, what would have happened if? So if our wrist had only one bone, what would be happen? Let's find out the answers. The answers are, if we had only one bone in our wrist, then we would not be able to glide our wrist as we do with two bones. Then they are asking, what would have happened if there is no skeleton in our bodies? The answer to this is, if we would have no skeleton, then our bodies would have no strength to stand or walk. Next you have, what would have happened if there had a long hard bone from neck to lower back of our body? That means a fixed, hard, no movable backbone. So what would if happen? The answer is, if we had long hard backbone, then our body would be unable to bend down or sideways. So it would be very difficult for us. So skeletal system is very important part of our body.